What is up guys, and welcome to my new video. Today I'm gonna make a Leon tutorial because a lot of people asked me to make one. So yeah, let's get right into the video. So let's talk about Leon's attack. So if it's a bit different, a bit similar to Bow's attack I would say, but if you shoot and go a little bit to the left, a lot more shurikens are gonna hit the target, as you can see. If you shoot and go a little bit to the right, a lot less shurikens are gonna hit and a lot less damage. So knowing that, what attack, how should you attack, are probably thinking right now. So mainly I attack like this, going to the right and shooting. If a brawler is like 200 HP, 300 HP, because the shurikens are gonna separate from each other and a lot more shurikens are gonna hit. Of course you're gonna not get as much damage as the other way, but of course you just wanna get the kill, and if a brawler is low HP you should always attack like this to get that kill. On the other hand, when do you want to attack like this? Basically every time. Of course you want to hit as much shurikens as you can, so shooting and going a little bit to the left is much better than going to the right, because you're gonna get more damage. So this is just a like simple thing to know. Most important is to know when to use Leon's super, and that we're gonna talk about now. You want to use Leon's super. There are obviously a few different ways when to use it. So first and foremost, when you die, just use it with that speed star power. You can be really fast. That's like a lot. That's like one way that obviously a lot of people know. But should you use it all the time like this? No, you should not use it all of the time when you die, because let's say you die and you see that your teammates are also probably going to die, then you should not use it when you respawn, because you're just going to be against a 1 in 3 and it's just going to be a waste of a super. And you should probably just wait a little bit and then use it. You should use it again when you respawn a lot often, but not all the time. Which I see a lot of people doing all the time, which is not a good plan. So another way, which I like doing Siege a lot, is to use it in front of the people's eyes, because obviously they're gonna know that you went invisible, but you just want to use it to make them like freak out, stay together. Obviously the best thing about the best counter to Leon is just to stay together with your teammates, to climb up, and they're gonna waste shots on you. They're like trying to find you, which is really good for you. So I like doing this in Siege. In Gem Grab, not really. Probably you can do it. I would not recommend doing this in Gem Grab. But in Siege you want to do it a lot often. So another way to use Leon's super is, for instance, you go for Mortis, you go for Pam or Carl or something like this. Against those bros you're gonna get your super right away. If you super and you take them down, you're gonna get your super right away. So for instance, you're playing Brawl and you get a kill on those brawlers or something, then you can super right away and it's going to be a 2v3. So maybe your teammates can pass you the ball up, which is really good. This is going to be a 2v3. If you have the speed star power, you maybe can score. But knowing that, who should you go for with your super? So obviously mid-health brawlers, low-health brawlers. You don't want to go often for tanks, and I'm going to show you in a bit how to deal with tanks. But you don't want to go for them all the time. Obviously you're good, but don't go for them all the time, I would say. Go for the like low-health brawlers, like Sandy, brawlers like that. So yeah, that's like the basic stuff about Leon's super, I would say. And yeah, now I'm going to show you how to deal with Rosa, with Bull, like those tanks. So let's just look at the gameplay when it finishes. I think is it a draw? I'm not sure. No, it's not a draw. I think we're like this. Oh, I'm not sure. Yeah, let's go. That was a really close game. So yeah, let's go to the interactions. I'm going to show you how to beat tanks. Obviously Leon is not really good against tanks, but you can make him work. Against the Primo, you want to go invisible, of course, and get as close as you can to him, like this. and you will get your super right back. And it's basically like you have to hit all 3 of your attacks. You will get super right back, and when you get it right back, use your super immediately and go back to him. Then you can get the 4 chunk off and you can basically kill him, which is really handy if you need to win a lane against him or something like this. So next one is going to be Rosa. So Rosa is pretty much the same as the Primo and Bull, but I'm just gonna show you all the different interactions against tanks. I feel like that's pretty good to know. So of course use your super and get hit by a Shelly super, never mind. No, but you don't want to get close to a Rosa. So what you have to do is against it's different, because against the Primo you can get close because you can dodge him really easily. Against Bull and Rosa you don't want to get that close because you're just gonna die immediately. It's a bit tricky against a Rosa and a Bull, but obviously just practice it and you will be good. Also, this is like friendly games, but I'm just gonna show those interactions because I know them from ladder, did them multiple times. Don't show you how to beat Bull in a 1v1. Bull is a little bit more tricky, I would say, because he has just so much damage up close. But what you have to do is use your super. You don't want to get too close to him like Primo or Rosa, because he has much more damage. But what you have to do is... Okay, Bull is definitely really tricky, but you have to get your super. Like, you will get your super at the third time. And the tricky thing about Bull is you don't want to get too close to him because he can just destroy you up close with like 2 shots. So what you have to do, of course, don't get too close to a Bull. Obviously you have to get a little bit close, but not too close. So when you have super, go immediately back. Okay, it's against Frank, also really easy. Just Primo and Frank are really easy, but the tricky ones are Bull and Rosa, I would say. So yeah, what you have to do is go invisible and don't get hit. Okay, that was really close, but against Frank, you want to go into him so he can't hit you. And with your super you can be really fast and just kill him pretty easily, I would say. Okay, the last thing I'm going to talk about are Leon's star powers, smoke trails and Invisa heal. So which one is better? So in Siege, if you play Leon in Siege, which is a decent pick, I would definitely recommend playing Invisa heal because it's just so much better. You don't really need the speed. In Siege, it's kind of useless. I would recommend playing Invisa heal in Siege to stay alive. On the other hand, smoke trails, when do you want to use it? Obviously, the only modes you can play Leon are Gem Grab, Brawl, and Siege. He's not good in Heist and Bounty. I would not recommend. Like Showdown, of course you can play him in Showdown, but I'm just only like talking about the 3v3 modes. Showdown, I would recommend Invisa heal and what's the other mod called? Takedown? Yeah, Takedown. I'm not sure if he's good in Takedown, but Takedown, maybe the speed one, and Lone Stars. Yeah, Lone Stars, I would recommend Invisa heal. But yeah, in Brawl, the Invisa heal is a good star power, but I think you just need the speed one to make like really clutch goals. I think the speed one is really good, and in Gem Grab also I would recommend the speed one. It's just better in my opinion. But yeah, like if you don't like the speed one, you also can take the heal one, which is also really good star power. I'm not saying that it's a bad star power. But yeah, that's going to be it. I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope you learned something, and if you did, make sure to like, and I will see you in my next video.